So for IGMA, one of the major benefits is staffing. It's always been one of the challenges at IGMA. We have very small staff, but we have lots of areas that we cover. So by combining with AAMA, we actually get to increase our staff greatly, and so everything that is of value to the members will continue. So that's one of the really, really strong benefits for us. The second would be the networking. Basically, AAMA's members are IGMA's customers. So one of the things that will happen with the unification is our members will have a better opportunity to network with their customers.
For AAMA, one of the primary benefits is bringing glass technical expertise in-house and having that under the same umbrella with fenestration product work that has been ongoing within AAMA for many decades. Beyond that, IGMA has a very strong Canadian presence, and it's something that AAMA is interested in expanding into in terms of getting more engaged with Canadian codes and energy requirements. So that's one of the advantages as well.
So one of the challenges and where we've spent a lot of time is actually looking at the conferences. We both run multiple day conferences. IGMA's, we run sequentially, so very little conflicts. But there are a lot of crossover areas between the two organizations. So some of the things that IGMA covers under some of our committees will now be provided to the entire, to both groups. So, we may look at, adding another day, but so far, the preliminary work on putting the schedules together is working very well.
In terms of where we host these events, the current conversation is to hold 2 conferences in the U.S., 1 in Canada, because maintaining a strong U.S.-Canadian balance within the new organization is one of the really critical aspects of what we've been focused on when putting the plan together. So one of the things that is a little different from what AAMA members have experienced in the past in terms of what's being proposed for the new organization is adding some voting qualifications for council participation. And that would really be based on still having councils that are focused on individual product or material segments, but requiring voting to be authorized based on those companies that have products specific to those segments of the market.
So for IGMA, we're a very focused organization, really focused on insulating glass. So under the new organization, what the members will experience is probably ballots will be more readily available to all the members, whereas under IGMA's present structure, it's the governing committees that actually have the formal vote. So this will actually enable our members to provide more feedback rather than less.
So the proposed due schedule that's currently in place for the new organization was structured to allow options for companies to elect the same level of participation that they have today with AAMA and or IGMA. So it's somewhat of an a la carte menu of membership options that they can choose from. And the fees were structured to target a plus or minus 10% dues change for each individual company that's currently involved in either organization or both organizations.
So the staff of both organizations have been working very diligently for the last year. Really, we've been examining the best practices of each organization and pulling those while hopefully eliminating any of the weaknesses that either of us have. So we've got one more face-to-face meeting scheduled in March. Hopefully we'll get to finalize all the remaining details and put together a final proposal, which will first go to the exploratory team, then to the boards, and then out to the membership. At the joint meeting in June, we'll be soliciting feedback from the members, and if, depending on what we get, we may be fine-tuning that proposal before it goes out for the formal vote to both organizations in July.